Well, we'll be bringing you full coverage of today's final proceedings at the House of Representatives at 11 o'clock tonight. The former chairman of the Nigerian Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, NEITI, Professor Asisi Asobie, has attributed the corruption and mismanagement in the nation's extractive sector to the lack of political will by the government to implement change. He argues that deep commitment to transparency and accountability remains the cardinal points for national development, attributes that governments at all levels are yet to fully imbibe. He says the true transformation agenda is a transformation of the value system and not mere formulation of policies and laws. Professor Asobie delivered the keynote address at the NEITI National Conference in Abuja and further called for NEITI to be given the opportunity to exercise its full rights of sanction on those who exploit the industry, including the oil and gas sector and solid minerals.
The conference, with the theme Delivering Transparency, Reaping Accountability and Prosperity, is designed to promote a better understanding of the extractive industries in Nigeria. This national conference is coming at a time when a national debate is ongoing over the use of revenue from the extractive sector, particularly the oil and gas, and how it's been applied to provide for the country's developmental needs.
NEITI has opened another avenue for companies, government at all levels, public and private sector, the larger civil society, as well as international agencies to join the debate.
Nigeria signed up to the Global Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative in 2003, began implementation in 2004 with the objective of ensuring good governance, accountability and transparency in the sector. Representatives from the international organizations and the diplomatic corps advised the federal government to treat the recommendations from NEITI reports very decisively. They insist that transparency cannot be achieved through lip service.
We have to ask ourselves, what's the point of transparency? It has to be practically meaningful transparency. Transparency, knowing some figures, is not an end in itself. It has to be a means to something else.
We firmly believe that transparency and accountability are at the heart of the very concept of good governance.
Keynote speaker Professor Asisi Asobie attacked issues of bad governance, mismanagement and corruption.
If you are a class 1 leader and if you believe in transformation, you cannot possibly say that the government cannot run refineries. You can't say that. Because it's a possibility. All you need to do is to change the principles that government uses in running things. If you run things on the basis of politics rather than commerce, then obviously you're going to have problems.
The conference advocates for the Nigerian Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative, NEITI, to be allowed to exercise its powers and execute sanctions in situations where foul play is detected in the extractive industry. Doris Okenwa, Channels Television News.